We have one online, we have. Mr. House here.
No, but after the meeting yesterday, they were treating me to.
Dr. Frank is drinking.
So
Oh, that's how you do it.
The bar is open.
Okay, what do you think? Hey, there's some person. Ready for Thanksgiving, eggnog, whatever you got going on
I mean,
there.
I got it yesterday. Mark.
Well, we're kind of jumping on Tony.
Can't hear you.
Okay.
Well, you can't hear. The grand old.
Okay, I had to get started.
Yeah.
Yes, so, never something there. The action items, the minutes were in the information sent out by, like I said, the motion of approve the minutes. Any comments, questions, changes that you made? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Thank you. Chair report, we're gonna have an abbreviated meeting today as far as the public part, and we will go into executive session. And we'll update everybody on the CEO search, you know, where we're at, and what's going on, but the key thing is, looking for a lot of input. So I think it's probably, this may be one of the most important meetings of the year. It's good to have everybody represented. Obviously, Brad's built an amazing staff, amazing organization, runs so smoothly, but the key is, how's it look in the future? So we'll get some input, so we'll do it during the executive session. Brad?
Put up my slides, please get it. On the facilities front, kind of two main headlines right now. Obviously, lots of activity going on with getting the livestock center opened up and lots of events coming up here in December, both from the stock show, doing a number of donor events, and the Newco and the city doing a ribbon cutting on the 5th, I believe. We're doing a soft opening, kind of to the industry and event world on December 11th, and we'll have our first event in the livestock center on December 12th. So lots of activity going on around that. Lots of work happening on the equestrian center project as well as we continue to pursue. FTA RIF financing through the Build America Bureau. Good progress happening there. Next slide. Lots and lots of events that have been happening and a number of them coming up. The soft opening I mentioned on December 12th, and then the expo on the 14th, and a party on the 18th. Next slide. Lots of community work happening here as well. The We Don't Waste program, just a shout out to that, with the SNAP benefits being limited in the last month or so. A lot of action there. We've served now over 7,000 people here at the hub with that food program. We had a big CAC and Equestrian Center Task Force meeting last night, have another big one in December. And we had over 1,000 people that showed up at our trunk or treat event here on Halloween. Lori did a great job. It was really well attended. It was a lot of fun. Next slide. Staffing, we filled 4 positions. We talked about this before, but our conversion in room set, this is as changing rooms and filling rooms and spaces and everything from, the full expo hall to a small breakout room. Campus janitorial and food beverage manager. This will manage all the janitorial contract that we have, but also manage the food and bev work we're doing for whether it's a small corporate event that needs food like we have before us this morning, or whether it's a large catered event for 10 top white tablecloth tables. And then all the coordination that we'll do with Wes and the stock show team within the legacy and the coordination, obviously legacy and the livestock center are going to work together a lot and share spaces and benefit from each other's spaces to the overall greater sum of its parts. So excited about that. campus events manager, the folks that run the actual events as our events are dramatically ramping up in quantity. And then our facilities electrician, specialized person around all things electrical. We'll be doing a lot of electrical setup for the events. When folks come in, we make good revenue by upselling them on their electrical needs for their expo hall tents and setups and their food areas they set up. So that's a good money maker. We'll be posting soon for the campus building engineer and the equestrian center senior project manager that be filling the role that Jared Holtwich asked before he left. I think that is it.
Any questions for Brad? Hey, Brad, in terms of all these positions you're filling, are you getting good quality applicants? What do you think?
You know, this, one of our National Western Center superpowers is that when we post, it is overwhelming the amount of responses we get, hundreds of responses. And so, yes, I mean, the challenge is, you know, working through the quantity of them, and we have a really good system in place. Jenna's developed a great system for getting the word out, and we don't spend a lot of money. We spend a little money on social media advertising, but I think that helps too to get the word out to the marketplace. And we have a really good system for how we get from, you know, 250 resumes to 25 phone calls to, you know, 8 interviews to 2 finalists and we'll go all the way through that process. So we're really pleased with the quality of the talent we're seeing.
Great. Thank you, Griff. Any other questions for Brad? Thanks, Brad. The property reports, the construction update, the information in the board packet. Mike, any highlights you want to hit?
Just that we are getting ready to cut the ribbon. Everyone should have the invite. That event is on December 5th, 2 weeks from tomorrow. I believe it's 1 to 2 o'clock. The mayor will be there, as will Darrell Watson, and we invited the rest of council as well. So we will see who shows up. So that's one. Just want to take a moment to celebrate the passage of the Vibrant Denver bonds, and thank everyone who lent effort to that and advocacy in getting that passed with resounding success by the residents of Denver. As everyone knows, Marion Underpass is a part of that bond and the transportation purpose, and we are thrilled that gives us the dollars to continue making progress in Triangle. So more to come on that as we ramp up the design on that next year. And then finally, a quick update on the planning, community vision plan for Triangle. We had some good feedback from community organizations in October. We are adjusting our engagement strategy a little bit based on that good feedback, and we will be going back out to folks in December and then kind of a true kickoff of that planning process in January. So stay tuned.
Any questions? You know, Mike, you mentioned the mayor and Darrell Watson. I had breakfast with Darrell last week, and we are so lucky to have him as our council person. Big supporter of the project, and just can't say enough good things about Darrell. The Colorado State University, the updates provided during the board packet. Jeremy, is this your first meeting, Jeremy?
It is, yeah.
That's good. Well, let's tell us about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Jeremy Davis. I work for CSU Spur. I've been there for about 3.5 years now, so I've been able to see the buildings come from the ground up and get everything activated there. So it's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, so I'm here to share some updates on CSU Spur. Slide please. In August, Spur launched something called Spur Start, which is a college instruction program for first year students that start at Spur and do their first year there, and then in their second year go to Fort Collins for CSU. So it's been pretty successful so far. We have 22 students enrolled. There's some plans to expand that in coming years. We're also developing some art programs at CSU Spur. So we have rotating exhibits in our buildings now. You should come check them out. They are beautiful. We're also launching an artist in residence program, where there will be, there's a call for an artist right now that closes in January. And this artist in resident will be merging arts and science and community engagement as part of their residency. And then, of course, you probably already know this, but we've had some leadership changes at CSU Spur. So Jocelyn Hiddle, who had been part of the CSU system for 12 years and helped bring Spur alive, moved on to some other opportunities in Denver. And so this place wouldn't be the same without her. Deeply grateful for the work that she provided to CSU Spur. And then we have Rico Munn, who is returning. He's currently the president at CSU Pueblo, and he'll be back at Spur as the vice president for Denver Metro Engagement and Strategy. And then kind of what's next on the horizon. We've also probably noticed, but CSU Spur is going to be part of the stock show ground this year, which is the exciting next step, kind of furthering a very long partnership with the stock show that we're very excited to be part of. We have more new exhibits in the Taro and Hydra buildings, so come check out some of those educational things. In particular, in Taro, we have new exhibits that highlight Colorado products and businesses and can connect school kids with agricultural agents in the field. So some pretty neat technology at work there. And then we're also expanding Spur Start next year. We're doing some more recruitment and we expect to get up to 80 students in that program.
Quick question, the artist residency you mentioned, is there a link online for artists to apply? I know a bunch of artists in the neighborhood who would probably love that.
That's awesome. I can get you that link. I'm not sure how available it is.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Okay, next slide, please. Just some educational highlights. Our field trips are completely full. So fall and next spring. And what that does is that brings 12,000 people through our doors as participants for K through 12 field trips, which is incredible. Our second Saturdays also remain incredibly popular with about 600 or more general members of the public coming through our doors for educational opportunities. What's next with education is that we are recognizing that we're going to have a lot more visitors for Stock Show this year. So we're going to have a lot more activities and demos and things to see. Our spring break and summer camps registration opens up on January 2nd. And just as a side note, we prioritize camp spots for GES students and also have scholarships there too. And then we're also expanding some of our ideas around Second Saturday and programming with the National Western Center. So we've already been partnering a bit with the market at the center and look to do some more things. And then finally, we're partnering with Adams County Extension and History Colorado to provide what's called 5th day programming for school districts that have 4-day school weeks, which is a really neat offering for educational programming there. Next slide, please. Our community engagement team has been busy these past few months, hosting events for GES and continuing traditions like our movie nights with the Valdez Perry Library and working with Birdseed Collective to expand food, local food access, which is very important right now. There's more coming up in the next few days and months, and we're really excited about the partnership that we have with Bruce Randolph to host a career fair in March. So this spring, we're going to be bringing in all 600 students there and industry partners and community organizations and CSU entities to spur for that career fair. Slide, please. And then we are super busy with events as well. So fall and spring are our busiest time for events. In October, we were able to continue some of our partnerships with Daniel's Fund, ULI, and the Girl Scouts to host tailored events and tailored experiences at CSU Spur because of some of the neat engagement opportunities that we have there. And then in November, we hosted a variety of professional conferences. So you can see a list of them, but that includes our homegrown conference of Water in the West. That symposium was fully sold out this spring. Next slide. And that's it. So if you have any questions, please let me know.
All right, any questions for Jeremy? Jim, every time you guys do your highlights, I'm always so impressed with the scope of your education, your outreach. It's like a great asset to this campus.
Thank you. The education team is incredible, and the visitor engagement experience they just even offer for the general public member to walk in and learn about food, health, and water is just remarkable. We're always getting comments about people, how they didn't know about it and they wish they knew, and they're gonna tell all their friends.
Great. It's great to have Rico back. Will he be at this meeting?
Um,
Because he's like your CSU SWAT team guy in the company.
yeah, he might be, yeah. I think he's still kind of determining, where he'll be, so,
Good,
yeah.
good to have him back. Thanks, Chairman. Let's see, the Western Doctor Association update provided in the board packet. What's any highlights you want to get or?
Yeah, I just might touch on a couple of things is that, I may have shared this last time too, but, our ticket sales to date are up about 17%. Which is trending in the right direction. We're also seeing we saw a 40% increase in junior show entries across the board, with steer entries doubling, for junior market steers. Open show entries closed today at midnight, or 11:59 really, but anyway. And then we're, if you add in new shows with some new programming in Stadium Arena, we'll have a rabbit show this year for the first time in a long time, I assume. And then, so on that front, we're plowing, it's 50 days till stock show, for those of y'all that were wondering. And Legacy, we will move staff in on December 1st. Art is all in, art walls are up, art is mounted. So we are ready for the first big event there with, Young Guns and that kind of stuff. It's sold out. And it's sold out, yes. And, as Brad mentioned, we've got a few donor recognitions, the 8th and the 17th, and so, yeah, we're moving forward quickly, so.
Any questions for Wes? Wes is a Aggie and obviously Doug's a Longhorn. What do you guys bet on the game?
Just bet we both come to work the next day.
Yeah, we can see what he wearing, the other one's shirt.
Yeah.
Shirt coming next week. Okay.
As long as it's pumpkin, because that's Colorado State's Aggie colors, so I could probably do that.
Yeah, we don't have
burn orange. Burn orange.
Yeah.
He is burnt orange.
Thanks, Wes.
Yes, sir.
Community update, Sandra and Caroline, which one would like to start? Caroline?
So my update will be, last month we had our big fundraising event for Tepeyac. It was pretty great. It was a great success. We will be, hopefully, Lori and I got to meet with Tepeyac's development director, Catherine Dempsey. So we went over to Tepeyac and gave Lori a big tour. Now, hopefully we'll get to coordinate and we'll get to bring Catherine Dempsey over here and give her a tour as well. And from there, I think we'll get to really explore a whole bunch of different ideas for future partnership ideas, any events we might want to do together, all sorts of stuff. So I don't know, have we scheduled that with her yet?
We haven't scheduled.
We haven't scheduled it yet. We will schedule it soon, and that's gonna be a really fun time. Catherine's a really fun person, so
Yeah.
looking forward to that one, yeah.
Great, thanks, Caroline. Sandra?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I feel so old.
What are you talking about there?
Global First is gonna have a turkey box handout this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We're gonna be there helping them keep out the boxes. And that's at 5090 Recreation Center. That's the name of the rec center.
Yeah.
Are they gonna change the name?
I don't know, I've heard that.
Cause I heard that they were planning to change the name again.
I heard that too, but it's still just called
Yeah.
5090, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be this Saturday, 10, 12 p.m. And also, we are planning to do another support community program next year, so we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do that, since it already ended. And we're trying to figure out how we can have, sustainable funding throughout the year, because that's been one of the challenge with Sabor Comunitario. I want to thank everyone that supported the last program and the second program, John Stackshaw, National Western CSU, when we were able to finish the second program and start the third program also with some of the funding from the CIF. So we're trying to figure out how we can work on doing that. Also, we're starting to plan the Dia de los Reyes, which is the toy drive that we do every January 6th. And see how we can get funding for that too. To be able to do it. This is gonna be the 4th year that we do it. So as soon as I have more information, I'll let you know. So if you guys wanna donate whatever for that cause. We've been giving out a bunch of toys to kids. Last year, Lori, it was her first year. And she helped us with that on this library. So we just trying to figure out how to do it. Yeah, that's todo. For that. I just-
Any questions for Sandra? Lord, do you work at staff in 20? You know, all the stuff you get done over there?
No, but everybody helps out, so we're all like team players and the community really gets involved and really supportive with all of the activities and events that happen.
Good. So any other questions for the community at least? Thanks. Committee reports. We did not have a financial committee meeting this week. But Nicole or Missy, the updates you want to get, any highlights?
Well, I can just give you a quick update on where we are through October for the year to date. We are at 5.1 million in operating revenue, which is about 102% of our goal of 5. Of that, it's about 1.9 million in events revenue, which is 95%. They have about 100,000 to go for the year to date. Operating expenses are at 5.7%, which is 88% of our $6.5 million goal. And so currently we're sitting at a $600,000 deficit for operating expense or operating net revenue. And then when we factor in our district energy and EQC, we're at about a $2.6 million deficit through October.
I can share an update. The city officially formally passed our budget since we last met, including our contribution to the authority. So that's exciting news. The appropriations bill was approved Monday night. So business as usual for next year.
Yeah, I mean, great numbers for the authority. I gotta tell you, Nicole and her team in the city have been working tirelessly trying to balance the budget in extremely difficult times. So amazing that you got that done, Nicole, and continue to really appreciate the support from the city. I know you got 1,000 people with their hand out. So continue to really appreciate the support. So thanks a lot.
Does that include the additional money we asked for? Was that a yes? Did we get an answer on that?
Yeah, we approved the whole request from the authority in our budget. So it's a single appropriation, and it goes through and
It is.
It's funny to work with that, Nicole. We have a service center. Jessica's here. I don't think we have a report this week or no meeting going on there. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Community benefits, no meeting, but Ernest, any updates?
No, Mr. Chair, no updates.
Okay, thanks, Ernest. Public comment, do we have anybody on the line?
We do have one member of the public on. If you would like to comment, please raise your hand.
Okay, the public comment part of this meeting is closed. We'll now go to the executive session. I would move to a motion to move into executive session. So move. Go have a second.
Second. Yes, Mr. Chair, pursuant to section 24-6-4027 B and F, the Board of Directors of the National Enforcement Center Authority desires to hold an executive session to discuss matters with council when necessary under subsection B and under subsection F, discuss matters relative to personnel and employment. And so it would be very important that we keep all discussions here confidential, given that personnel matters will be discussed. No policy, rule, regulation, or any other type of action will be taken in executive session, nor can it be. This statement is being made on the record. It's required by statute. Executive session is being reported pursuant to statute, and the reporting will be maintained in the books and records of National Electric Center Authority. So if we conclude just a second,
because I'm gonna be handling the technical aspects of this.
Exactly.
Then stand outside the door.
I know, right?
I think we should authorize Jen to
I'll text
stay.
you if we have any.
Hey, I'm gonna dismiss myself, but just to make sure and watch the attendees, so
Yeah.
no members of the public are
Okay,
walking.
so that's it.
I did remove everyone from the public, from the meeting, but it's possible that they could try to come back in, so just, that's the only part you have to watch for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Chair, you can ask for a vote.
We have a motion and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, we are now in executive session.
Box office thing, I'm a very metaphorical person, I like to.
Those are the back.
That's a good example of what really happened and what a lot of places actually did do. They put a bunch of money in their box office because that was the only way to buy tickets, thinking this will pay off for us. The internet, it took us more to ruin it.
But you told station.
Yes, exactly. There's things that people say, this is the thing you gotta do, unaware, they're right around the horizon, you know?
Yeah, so you're saying that you got.
We should going, I get that a lot.
Today. Like the word was always. Everyone's burning.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, let's chat.
Yep.
Everyone with the same story.
Thanks for
I'm very.
Okay, we're like, what's that? I was like, no, not bad. It's like. Yeah, I see.
You have a great Thanksgiving.
Happy. We're not meeting in December, right? 2 weeks. No, we don't meet in January, that's what we're, so I will get to wish you happy holidays again. I didn't know if this would be the last one until, okay, good, well, happy one holiday. We'll come back for the next one.
Yes, we will.
I'll give you a call, because I need to kind of drive. Sounds good, thanks, Mark. She's like, where's your resume?
Get on that.
Style of the same.
Back room somewhere.
If we stay, I told you I was in my bike now. So I think it's dry there. Yeah, I wasn't.
Depends on how long I'm gonna go to 8 or 9. Depends on how
I
long.
would not drive. I'm going around for a staff. I did this thing. But so how that's supposed to be.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Seven, all those seven.
Separation and.
I guess for the part 5, drivers.
I did it with on. Schools.
I
got the most confused. My daughter lost her fire. Oh, so we're talking about it too, I just.
For your driver.
And I just, it's a mat, not that now. I start with. So, yeah. But then, yeah, but I think you gotta. Here.
Yeah.
Well, you've been doing a good job, but I'm probably since you come, just so I know, and I'll listen to it on a regular basis.
It's fascinating, it's kind of designed, people chasing you around.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Interesting. The process of it.
Goes lower on it, goes places. Well, I remember when I did, definitely felt great. It's the one who took me out in cells under sync. Here's the word thing. Yeah, that's like, here's the.
Yeah, no, I'll send them over. Yeah, figure out there, you could hold it, yeah, we're still developing, so.
Sure, bro.
See you, man, liking that sport club across the way.
John, I have like this.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, that's good, that's all. That's all that matters.
Good.
Whoever gets the praise, that's good.
Have a great
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
you make fun of Thanksgiving.
Have
Have a great day.
Let
me know when you're in
being
Phoenix.
source.
No, it's not missing. All right, well, it's not here, let's plan.
Okay.
Is it not? Well, I think it's,
You can do it.
okay, you're going to talk baseball. Absolutely. Well, the sad part is then I'll be.
I can understand why you're concerned on
That's the talking term.
but,
But,
look,
when they do it,
there is.
right, the whole season, they do it, but they're thinking this could be involved.
So I'm going to see my brother.
That's all the chat room. Is it?
My brother lives.
In your right.
I mean, that's, of course. If the players get scores.
This is a,
And now you're seeing it, this big old. I was trying to get it out of the Rose Bowl. Okay, that's so far, it's all about the money.
You can believe it. People
No.
decided to build a weapons.
And it's perverting.
With the whole thing, it's still wild.
Otherwise.
Like
Everywhere.
why?
Well, and then the NCAA, a month ago now,
I'm not saying.
saying it loud.
I'm saying that.
Athletes and coaches.
Well, they delayed.
Oh my God, this thing is, I mean, that's bigger than I felt, but the way they cater to these people.
And they're starting to come out with kids.
This is in the middle of the country.
Athletes as well.
These guys are their health.
Well,
Well,
she did want something
here
here.
is,
Someone's on the phone back.
so my only thought.
That's what this all fine.
Might be a worth a flight down there just to look at.
So is it operational?
Oh, God. And making a lot of money.
Right.
I was gonna say, so short, he's running short.
Right.
Down there.
He's got fans on.
Right.
Oh, no, it's supposed to be.
Right.
I mean, Florida's one of the second largest cattle, I think it's the second largest cattle state in the country.
It is. Oh, okay. Or some horse, when he, or some 38-year-old guy. He sees his career also, right?
That's another reason why we have, that's one of the biggest places for the mushroom.
Addiction.
Hallucinogenic mushrooms in the country.
Good. See you. Thanks, Mark.
All right.
See ya.
Come on in.
It's online.
And I'm like, just stop it.
Now I'll come in and sneak and bang